Hi, good morning, and welcome to the Soul Sister channel. On this Sunday, March the 10th, my name is Kat. I've got your astrological spiritual forecast and guidance going from today through Saturday, March the 16th. This week's video is entitled Daydream Believer. Does anybody remember the monkeys besides me? It was a perfect title, though, because this week we only have two energy shifts. The first one is today. We have our new moon in Pisces, and then tomorrow on Monday we have Venus moving into Pisces. So this week again is all about the Pisces energy and working with it and manifesting with it. So this week is like it's a time out. It's like, okay, everyone, take a chill pill, lean back, relax. There's no major connections this week. So our only connection is going to be the moon. The moon rules our emotions. So this week, we are really going to concentrate on our emotions and what they are telling us. So Pisces is also about meditation. So we want to take this week, especially with this new moon in Pisces, it's a wonderful time to pick up the practice of meditation if we haven't already. And if we are meditating, keep meditating every day, making meditation a routine in our lives, something we just do every day. Now, I'm here to tell you, I've been meditating since the 1980s. I'm not even going to try to figure out what that math is at this point. But it's not a fun time. It's a discipline. And me especially, I'm like Tigger. I'm bouncing all over. So for me to quiet and center and clear my mind, it's work. It's discipline work. So I don't look forward to it. I just want to share that with you. Even after all this time, it is work, it is discipline. However, the payoff is totally amazing. It's well worth it and more. So that's my little advertisement to really get to meditating. And as I always say, it's quiet and centering. Sometimes the word meditation throws us off. Whatever brings us to a quiet space where we can listen to our thoughts, we can follow our thoughts. That's what we want to do, especially this week, because our creativity is brimming over, our imagination is heightened, our connection to all that is heightened. It's like the veil is thin this week. So if we take the time to quiet and center, if we take the time to really follow our thoughts and journal what our thoughts are saying, journal our creativity, write it down, then this will help us move forward in creating the life that we want. So there won't be any outer world occurrences necessarily that force us to move. The energy is, like I said, all in the moon, all in our emotions. And so that is what we are going to focus on this week. Having our emotions do their job by communicating to us through our intuition, by giving us a feel for the environment, by showing us where an unresolved trauma may lie. So we are going to really just relax this week. It's not really productive. I mean, we're going to have to really focus and be conscious about getting our work done, because this is the week that we tap in to our imagination, our creativity, our connection to the whole. And when we do this, our outer world will become more clear. Our direction will become more clear for us. So this is a week to really pay attention to our emotions and what they are trying to tell us, without allowing them to overwhelm us with unresolved trauma or something like that. If we experience really, really intense emotions, stop and see if we can figure out what it is all about. What is it all about? I had one of those experiences myself. I have severe travel anxiety. Severe. I mean, I can rationalize it, but it's there and I'm aware of it. So I got to be at the airport 2 hours before I do all these things, right? Well, my anxiety proved itself out when the flight was missed. There were no more flights. The flight was actually canceled. There were no more flights, and I was stuck. And man, hyperventilating, anxiety, it all came up. And you know what came up in my head? I saw this picture many years ago when my kids were little, and my husband and I were on a company trip, and we couldn't get home because of an ice storm, and I was just beside myself because I couldn't get to my children. That's where the current trauma originated from. Current trouble too. And I don't know if this will resolve my travel anxiety or not, probably not. But I now see why it's there. Very interesting stuff. If we can take those intense emotions and follow them to their origin, we can start healing it and move beyond those emotions and start using our emotions for what they're meant for, as guides, as our intuition telling us, showing us, directing us. So they also give us a feel for the environment we are in. If we feel like eat when we walk in the room, this is a sign that the energy is not good for us. So we're going to really work with our emotions this week. As I said today, on Sunday, we have a new moon in Pisces. So it's a great, great impetus to move us forward, to really get into our imagination, to really write down our creative ideas. On Monday, Venus moves into Pisces. So now we have in Pisces the Sun, Venus, Saturn, and Neptune. So is this a Pisces week or what? So really, with Venus moving into Pisces, now we get into a romantic part of ourselves, the deep feelings, our deep connections. And we may on Monday see a new relationship out there, and we have the bravery. Moon is in Aries, so we have the bravery. We got the confidence to say, hi, my name is Kat. What's yours? We have the bravery to reach out and make that new connection. On Tuesday and Wednesday, the moon moves out of Aries into Taurus. These are probably our best productive days to get anything done. We have this good earth energy. So if we want to get anything done this week, Tuesday and Wednesday is the time to do it. Also on Wednesday, we have the moon in Taurus conjunct Jupiter in Taurus. So this may be some kind of financial gain for us. Maybe an investment paid off. Maybe and it's Taurus, so maybe the perfect color for our walls came in, something like that. Something very aesthetically pleasing could come into our lives. Now, Jupiter is also the energy of excessiveness. So watch out. We may find like a really great restaurant and we just keep eating because it's so good. Just make sure that we keep it balanced. Don't go out and buy new stuff just because we think it'll make our image, improve our image, anything like that. Keep it practical and we will be okay. But on Wednesday, like I said, it could be we overextend ourselves financially, but more likely we are going to see some financial gain on Wednesday or some kind of increase in our status, maybe a promotion. It's not really a work energy though. On Thursday, we have a little Aquarian energy in there, and it's relating to Aries. So we might come up with a new idea at work, something new and different. Remember, if we've been working this week using the energy, journaling, writing down our creative ideas, Thursday we may see one of those ideas actually come to fruition, or we're able to implement it, or we're working with someone and they agree to work with us on it. So Thursday, all that creative idea stuff starts paying off if we've been doing the work for the whole week. Now, on Friday and Saturday, we have the moon in Gemini. And on both days, she's squaring different planets in Pisces. So the first thing that comes to my mind is that some of us are either using our words to manipulate others, or others are using their words to manipulate us. Watch out for that on Friday and Saturday. On both days, we have these little contentious connections with the moon, indicating that someone's weaving some kind of fantasy for us so we will buy into their story, but it is a bunch of bullshit. Now, so have our bullshit meters ready to go on Friday and Saturday. Remember, if it looks too good to be true, it probably is. So don't let others manipulate us, compromising who we are, and let's not manipulate others ourselves. On Saturday, date night, we still have those contentious little squares with the moon. The moon's in Gemini, like I said before, so watch out how we communicate with our partner. Let's be honest and clear. Let's not make fantasy stories. Let's not try to manipulate our partners, because now on Saturday, we do have the Sun and Mars in Aquarius together. So we might be thinking, oh, let's try that new restaurant that just opened up. I'm not really sure, haven't heard about it, but it could be cool. And we really want to do it. So we start telling our partner all kinds of little stories so we can get our way. And that's just going to piss them off, because our partner kind of knows who we are and what we're doing, and they're going to get real irritated and annoyed, and then we're going to screw up our whole date night. So put something new and different out there. It is a good day to try something new and different, but if there isn't buy-in on the other side, we can compromise and find somewhere to go, something to do that works for both of us. Remember that. So this week, wow, nothing going on out there too much. It's all in here. So let's get in touch with our creativity. Let's get in touch with our higher self. Let's get in touch with our imagination this week. Let's journal these ideas. Let's write them down, because they are going to come back and mean something to us, even if they don't right now. So make sure we're doing it. And by the end of the week, I guarantee we're going to be a little bit more clear. We're going to have a little bit more direction. We may even receive a raise or some kind of financial gain this week. So, and as long as we don't insist on and insist on where we want to go on date night, let's remember to compromise and we'll be fine. So it's a great week to do our inner work this week. Daydream believer, that's what it's all about. Daydream and just let those thoughts and ideas come in, and write down anything that excites us. So let's start the week by becoming balanced, aligned, and connected with our higher selves by taking our 3 deep cleansing breaths. And we'll follow that by saying our Sun in Pisces affirmation. Let's take our 3 deep cleansing breaths. Let's say, I'm going to try that again. Let's take our 3 deep cleansing breaths. Let's take the first one. On this first deep cleansing breath, we release all disease, negativity, and toxicity from our physical etheric bodies. Second breath. On this second breath, we release all disease, negativity, and toxicity from our emotional astral bodies. Let's take one more. On this third deep cleansing breath, we release all disease, negativity, and toxicity from our mental bodies, both higher and lower. We see all the darkness, all the negativity, all the toxicity. It's all flowing out of our bodies, just flowing away to wherever it came from. And in its place, we're being filled with this beautiful light, made up of white light, love, and goodwill. Not only does it fill our entire bodies, but it is protecting us. It is deflecting all evil, low vibration, all negativity back to its source. While we're in this space of white light connected with our higher self, we will say our sun in Pisces affirmation. My work reflects my true, authentic self and contributes to the good of the whole. We'll say the affirmation. We'll stay in this space of white light connected with our higher selves for just 5 seconds. Let's say the affirmation. My work reflects my true, authentic self and contributes to the good of the whole. Good. And this week, if we're paying attention to our thoughts, our creativity, our imaginations, we might get closer to what that work is that reflects our true, authentic self. So be working on that all this week. And while you're working on getting in touch with your higher self, quiet and centering, meditating, come see me on Facebook. I do daily inspirational messages with using oracle cards, and I also like to post memes that are thought-provoking, are funny, are interesting, or I love art as well, so beauty as well. So come see me, and remember, this is the great week for the keynote for the Soul Sister channel, because it says it all, and this is the whole week is about life is lived from the inside out. I hope everyone gets in touch with their creativity, get some good ideas of how we can promote our true, authentic self and create the life we want this week. Namaste.